Hello, Phil Newton England back with, yes, another Crystal Maze video. What we're doing today? Well, we're going to be looking at all the official name games. Yes, all the official names that were given to all the games in all the series of the Crystal Maze. Well, barring Series 3, because I can't find my map for Series 3 at the moment, but we'll be looking at Series 1, Series 2, and the American series with Adam Conover. Now, there's quite a few websites out there and fan sites that take a closer look at the games, describing them and everything. But they've used up their own titles for those games. These ones that you're going to see on here are the official names. They were used by the production crew and by us when we tested the games. These are the official games, so let's go through them. We're going to start off then with Series 1. And we'll start at the top here in Medieval, and we'll work our way around clockwise. How we can see these. I'm going to start, as I said, Medieval. We'll start with cell number 1. You had the jailer and door anagrams. Cell 2, disappearing bridge. 3 was knight's maze. And 4, we had quite a few, Roman numerals, synonym dominoes, and medieval toy shop. Cell 5, tree balance and windmill. And in Cell 6, it was Secret Library. That's one where part of the wall revolved around and you were trapped inside. Moving then to Futuristic. 1 was Nuclear Crystal and Computer Maze. 2, Coloured Blocks, Piano Puzzle and Jarhead. 3, the big one, was Planet Walk, Sweeping Lasers and Fuel the Space Station. And then finally in Cell 4, the Futuristic, it was Laser Maze. Going to Aztec, Sliding Planks was in 1, Word Wheel, 4 Symbols and Totem Pole in 3, the little one. And in the Water Room we had Weight Raft, Statue Puzzle and Unlock the Gods. Cell 5, Ball Balance, and in 6, Water Pipes. And then finally over to Industrial. Down here near the entrance, the main entrance was Cell 1. It had Sewer Escape, Access Codes next door, and Cell 3 was the Carousel Generator, Word Tetris. Cell 4, Gutter Ball, Connect the Light Box. Up in 5 was Lights Off, Phone Wires, and Clock Puzzle. And then finally in Cell 6, it was the Nuclear Plant Spin that made quite a few contestants a bit dizzy and sick. In one case, they had to go offset and rest for a while until they felt a lot better. So that's Series 1 official game titles. We're now going to go to Series 2. And again, we'll start at the top, Medieval, starting out with Mapped Out and Pillory, Shard of Light, Jewel Mining, which is one of the games I tested. It was good fun. Payday, Jester's Cupboard. This one was Medieval Jarhead. And in 6 was the Shrinking Room. A little bit more about that later. And then over to Futuristic. We have the Crystal Lottery Machine. In Cell 2 was Ball Drop and Light Order. 3 was Planet Wobble and Laser Shootouts. And in 4 it was Crystal Buzzwire and Crystal Lights. And then Aztec, we're looking at Vine Swing. Cell 2 was Symbol Match and Letter Spin. Number 3, Body in the Tomb. Number 4, I can't quite make those out, so I might have to come back to those a little bit later on. If I do find out, I'll put them in the descriptions for you. 5 was Hidden Fossil. And 6 was Skull Smash. And you've probably seen I've got a few of those skulls. I've got 3 of those skulls upstairs. I've done them in a previous video, so have a look and check them out if you haven't done so already. And then obviously into Industrial, we've got Air Maze. Next door's One Shots. Then we move up to Cell 3 where there's Seesaw and Ball Shoot. The Rope Swing was in 4. Coloured Smoke in 5. And yes, the Spinning Door Maze was in Cell 6. Now, as I said, I haven't got Series 3. I've put it around somewhere. I don't know where it is. I'll come back to that. I'll do that in a separate video. And obviously that's when Eastern took over Medieval. But it did also as well in the American series, which is one we're going to look at now. As again, this was hosted by Adam Conover And as I said, Eastern now takes a part of medieval. So let's have a look then what we got in Eastern as you come into the main entrance. Up the top, we've got Shrinking Room, which, as I said, that was originally in medieval, but the producers of Nickelodeon series loved it so much they said, well, can we have that in Eastern, along with a couple more, which I will go through when we get to them. So Shrinking Room made a reappearance from medieval to Eastern. Tiered Panda, which was a variation of Tiered House. Cannon Bounce, and here it was Spot the Difference. That stayed Spot the Difference because it was a very detailed room. Pillory, again another one from medieval. That was where you had to hook the keys off of these hooks, basically, on the hooks, and then only 2 of them would open the chest. And then again, a Disappearing Bridge. That was a third one that came from the UK medieval zone, and slight amendments made it to the Eastern zone. Again, that was where the contestant had to cross a bridge, but when they got to the other side, it would retract and disappear. Then they'd have to cross back using planks sticking into slots in the walls. And then again, Puppet Dragon. I will just say, obviously, a lot of the, all the games from the American series were from the UK version. Those 3 I've just mentioned being sort of refurbished from medieval to Eastern, but the others were in their original slots, their original zones. So we'll carry on the futuristic. We had mocap and cockpit. In cell 2 was colour sort. Cell 3 we had planet walk and planet order. That's where you had to move all those big planets into the order that they are in nature. And then cell number 4 was the crystal buzzwire. Aztec, moving down, we've got vine swing. And 2 had a little bit of a change around here. Cell 2 had totem pole in it. Cell 3 was symbol symmetry. 4, the water cell, that had statue puzzle and boulder dash in it. And cell 5 had the zigzag track, a very popular one, which is in the lab experience as well. And 6 was sand timer, where you had to throw beanbags at a target and fill the bottom sand timer above the line to win the crystal. And then finally into industrial. Again, we've got air maze here. Next door was the drop. Cell 3 was letter search. Cell 4, rope swing. Coloured smoke was in 5. And finally in 6 was a caged crystal. Now, the majority of games used in the American version were from Series 3 of the UK version. So some of those games will reappear. And so as soon as I've found my Series 3 map, I'll let you go on that. Otherwise, if I was going to do it on this, obviously it makes sense, doesn't it? So there you go. I will tell you as well, there were some other games that were never used. They were put into plans and they never came about. Medieval, there was going to be a game called Cannonball. Now, I know there was a cannon game in there, the dot anagrams, but there was another one going to be called Cannonball. And medieval Skittles. Yes, that was another one. Futuristic, we would have had holograms, drone prism, that would have been interesting, and touch screen chain. Aztec, we would have had falling coins, water wheels, and yes, there was going to be a murder mystery game. Never made it through for time, money, or just the pick of the bunch. The best games went through. And finally, industrial, we would have had magnet pipes and plug the gap. So we've seen all the games that we did have eventually that made it to the final episodes on TV. And I said I'll be back soon with Series 3 games. These are the proper titles, the original titles given by the crew for the show. And there you go. You have now got them for your information. Don't tell anybody, will you? Until next time, goodbye.